How's it going, French horn players? I'm going to today teach you your final three notes to make your B flat concert scale, which is going to be your F major scale. We'll talk about transposition, but this is an F major scale for you. Let's recap the notes we know so far. And I'm going to use F horn fingerings, and then I'll go over B flat horn fingerings after this. So we have our F, first valve. And then we have G, open. And then A, 1, 2. And then B flat, 1. And then C, open. Okay, so our next notes, I'm going to teach you the low version and the high version. Okay, so after C, there's D, and we can play D two ways. We can play it open. So here's C. Here's D. Or we can play it, and this is the way I prefer to play it, is first valve. So C. Here's D, first valve. Except I have my first valve slide out, so it's a little out of tune. There you go. And then E is going to be open. And then our high F is going to be first valve. So D1, E open, high F1. Now, that can get pretty high and difficult for beginner players, so I'm going to teach you the low versions of them. So the low D is going to be first valve. And then the low E is going to be open. And then the low F, which you already know, is 1. Okay, so they're actually the same fingerings, and the high octave, the high notes are the same as the lower octave, low notes. Okay, so we can go D, E, F. That's the low version, here's the high version. Okay, so here's what the whole scale sounds like if I go to the high ones. Here it is if I go to the low ones. Okay, let's talk about B flat fingerings. So we have our F so we're pressing our thumb for our B flat horn. So our F is open. Our G is 1. Our A is 1, 2. Our B flat is 1. Our C is open. Our D is 1. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Our D is going to be open on the B flat horn, and then our E is second valve, and our F is open up high. So C open, and then D open, E second valve, and then F open. On the B flat horn, when we play the low D, it's going to be 1, 2. And then our E is going to be 2. And our F is going to be open. Okay, so here's the scale on the B flat horn. So I'm pressing my thumb the whole time. So F, open. G, 1. A, 1, 2. B flat, 1. C, open. D, open. And then E2 and F open. Okay, and if we're doing the low version, F open. And then we drop down to the low D, 1, 2. And then E2. And then F. Okay, so that's how we play our F major scale B flat concert on our F horn.